Tell, Cockerel, he's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel, leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong every time I play along? Tell, Cockerel, the show is so chilled, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, the show is so chill, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel.
Good afternoon, you lovely lot. Sorry, I'm just reading someone's comment. Right, so good afternoon, you lovely lot. Welcome to Tell Cockerel. It's International Break Bonus Predictions Part 2. We did Part 1 yesterday. So the first 13 games we did yesterday. And today we've got another 13 games, which means that we've got 26 games. So some people that have not played in a couple of weeks or whatever, you have got an absolute chance of making points. But then so is everyone else who's still playing. So by the end of today's predictions, we would have done 26 predictions covering 24 countries, as the first 3 predictions yesterday were being played in the same country. Other than that, we have gone around the world and we have gone to different places and different leagues that we've not even touched before, that I've had to include this time round. But let me say hello to a few. And it's a good afternoon, sorry, here in England. And it's a good morning to some of you in North America, and a good evening and a very early morning to some of you in Australia that are watching. But let's start the show with Nick says, hi, I hope you're well. 2-1 in all the games for me for International Week. I am in sunny Spain, Simples. Tottenham till I die. Have a good weekend. Many thanks, Nita. I have done and your bidding for you. Colin B. Colin, no nosebleed. 2 days on the trot that you're on time for the shows, Colin. Nice to see. Nice to see. As I won't be rolling back today either. You've got Ronnie's here as well. Good afternoon, Ronnie. I hope you are well, sir. Scott C says hello, Jose in the chat. Hello, Scott. I hope you are well, sir. I hope you are well. Ryan G says good afternoon, as I said. Good afternoon, Ryan. I hope you two are well. And then we have the lovely Jess. Lovely Jess is with us as well. Good afternoon, Jess. I hope you are well. Carl, it's been a while. Hello, he says afternoon all. Good afternoon, Carl. I hope you are well. Archer's here. Says afternoon all. Good afternoon, Archer. Neil, yeah. So Neil, I've explained that part one was yesterday, part two's today. If you leave them all into after today's stream, that's fine. As long as I get them, I will put them in for you, Neil. Graham is here. Says after Jose and all in the chat. I'm sure he meant afternoon, which is not a problem at all. Drooler is here. Look at that, the lovely Drooler. Says afternoon, Jose and Cockerel crew. Yay! Hello, Drooler. I hope you're well. And you have Vinders is here. It says big up Jose in Edinburgh, pampering a snobby client to get a deal over the line. I'll leave my part two at some point tomorrow. Thanks for reminding me, mate. No worries at all. I hope everything goes well with your client, Vindaloo, and I hope you're able to close the deal, mate. Carl's telling us that he's well, and I'm glad to hear it. Neil says, I can't stay in the chat as I'm out at the moment, and I just saw the message that it was on. But he says, good luck to all. Cheers, Jose, and all to go. Yes, fair enough. And Vindaloo, he's being his usual self. If you're entertaining a client to close a big deal, my son, what the hell are you doing putting comments into this show? Good luck to you, pal. And Jess says, Vindaloo, you need to introduce him to JSY and see if you can get that deal over the line. Yes, yes. Introduce your clients to all the shows, Vindaloo, is what we say. And Carl says, let's hope Vinders is better at getting over the line more than Arsenal. Boom, boom. Vinders, if you heard what I've repeated what Carl said, if you can see what Carl said, then, you know, he's not far wrong. At the moment, facts side with what Carl's comment is. There we go. Right, people, as I said, we have gone around the world again today. We have 13. After yesterday, you all voted, or the majority of you voted, that you wanted another 13 games for today. So I have gone and found 13 games for you all. Whew. Right, some are tongue twisters because there's some I've never ever even heard of some of these teams. But yeah, we start off with the first game for today. I need to find out where we finished yesterday. Right, so we finished on that game there. So the first game today is Karolovac versus Chibalia. Karolovac versus Chibalia. Scott C's first one in at 2-1 for Scott C. Colin Blackshaw and Drooler are both 2-1. Eltel is 2-1. Graham is 2-2. Graham, let me find Graham. Graham is at 2-2. Jess 3-1. Carl is 3-1. Jess is 3-1. Carl is 3-1. Ronnie 2-0. We have a trainer 2-0s. Ronnie is 2-0. Let me see. Ronnie is 2-0. I saw a trainer 2-0s. Ronnie's 2-0. Archer's 2-0 and Ryan's 2-0. Archer, Ryan. Alan, good morning to you, Alan. I hope you're well, sir. You at work, or are you still getting the kids ready? Alan's gone 2-1. Right. So, just for the ones that weren't here yesterday, that were here yesterday, I've got no Daz, no Shemtam, no Tot Spurs at the moment, no Nick, no Edem, no Kuva, James, and Vindaloo. Right. So, both you're ready for work and you're getting the kids ready, and you're at work. You're working as well. God bless you, mate. God bless you. Right. Yeah, Ryan, he did. He said that yesterday, so he was going to leave his in the comments today. Yeah, he did say that, Ryan. You're right. Just going to give it a couple. I'm going to give it another 90 seconds or so, just in case. Shemtam, Tot Spurs, Nick, or Edem, or anybody else comes in, because I'm not rolling back. So this is the first game. So I'm going to give them a few seconds. And if no one's come around, we will move on to game two. And just so you're all aware, and although the Googlers have come in early today, they've got their results in early. It must be because their internet's working quicker today. But this game is coming to you from Croatia. Can't remember the name of the league, but it's the Croatian league. So that's where this game is coming from. Right. I think we move on. Game number 2 for you guys for today is Rockskilde versus Brad Brand. Rockskilde versus Brad Band. Alan 1-0. Eltel 3-0. Scott C 1-0. Graham 2-0. Jess 3-1. Colin B 1-0. Drula 2-0. And the two Googlers haven't come in yet. They're still Googling. They're still Googling. Mind you, Ronnie's coming with three. And the Googlers have come in with a 3-0. Look at that. Archer says 3-0. Ronnie has also gone 3-0. Brian G, a Googler, 3-0. And Carl has come in at 3-1. I believe that everyone that predicted in the first game has now predicted in the second game. We've got the same scores again. And this game is coming to you from the Danish second division, this game. And game number 3, people, is Mardu versus Tabasaulu. Mardu versus Tabasaulu. Scott C, 1-0. Archer says they're both sound like carry dishes. I assure you, they are two teams from a league that I will repeat in a minute. I will tell you what the league is. 2-0 for Alan and a 2-0 for Colin B. There's a 3-1 for Drula. No, sorry, tell a lie. It's a 3-1 for Jess. It's a 2-1 for Drula. It's 4-2 for Graham. For Graham. It's 4-1 for Ryan G. For Ryan G. It's a 4-0 for Eltel. It's a 4-1 for Carl. It's a 5-1 for Ronnie. And we're waiting for our last Googler. There he is. The Googler's coming with a 4-1. Googler 1 and 2. Ryan's Google must be working really quickly today. And this game, just in case you didn't know, is coming from the Estonia B League. The Estonia B League. The game number 4 for you is Prusen Remfeld versus Haida SV. Pruden Henfield versus Haida SV. We have Colin B with a 1-2. I have Alan with a 1-2. Scott C with a 2-0. For 2-0 for Scott C. Scott C 2-0. We have a 1-3 for Graham and a 1-3 for Drula. Roll with 1-3. 1-3. 1-3 for Graham and a 1-3 for Drula. Everyone's numbers seem so small now because I've had to spread this sheet. Archer's gone for a 1-3. Jess is 1-2. A 0-3 for Carl. And who are we missing? No Googling. Ryan's Google must have gone down. And Ronnie's Google's down. Ronnie and Ryan G, the two R's. Ronnie's going for a 0-3. And it's a 0-2 for Ryan. And just in case you didn't know, this game is coming to you from the German OS Holstein League. I think it's about a Division 5 game or something like that in Germany. Anyway, we move on to the next game. Game number 5 today. And it's between Giuliano and Catania. Giuliano and Catania. Oh, look at this. We've got a 0-2 for Scott. I've got a 0-2 for Scott. I've got a 0-1 for Graham and for Colin. 0-1 for Graham and for Colin. Colin 0-1. Graham 0-1. We have a 1-all for Drula. Drula, a 1-all. A 1-3 for Carl. A 1-2 for Jess and a 1-2 for Archer. A 1-2 for Ronnie. A 0-2 for Ryan. And I think I'm just missing Alan at the moment. Alan is going to give a score in a second. And this game, just in case, although you lot have been Googling, is coming from the Italian Serie C League. So the Italian Serie C League. Kuva, start from here, mate. Giuliano versus Catania. Alan 1-0. Is Kuva going to give me a score? Are you still here, Mr. Kuva? If you are, you can give me a score for this one, mate. And I can pick it up from here for you. 3-1 to Giuliano. 3-1 for Giuliano. Now I've got to find 3-1 to put in for Kuva. Kuva, 3-1 for Giuliano. Your next game is Giravants Kitayushu versus Kagoshima United. So it's Giravants Kitayushu versus Kagoshima United. Alan, a 1-3. A 0-0 for Colin B. Now, we had some 0-0s yesterday. Now I just got to remember who did them. Just put that in one, put one in one. A 0-0. A 1-all for Scott C. Scott C says 1-all. Eltel says 1-2. Graham says 0-2. Graham 0-2. A 1-3 for Drula and a 1-3 for Jess. Some people say they formed at the hip. A 1-3 for Carl. A 1-2 for Ryan G. I think I've got everyone so far. A 2-2 for Kuva. A 1-2 for Archer. Kuva's gone for a 2-2. And who missing? Carl gave me a score, 1-3. Did Ronnie give me a score? No. So I'm missing Ronnie. Ronnie, and then we're up to date. Ronnie's coming with a tool draw. Lovely, Ronnie. And this game, if you aren't aware, although you've not been Googling, has come from Japan J3 League. In your next game is Vijosa versus Istogu. Vijosa versus Istogu. Scott C, first in with 2-1. So we have a 2-1 from Scott C, a 1-2 for Eltel, a 2-0 for Alan, a 2-0 for Drula, a 1-2 for Jess, a 0-2 for Graham, Cole's 1-2, Ronnie 1-1. A 2-3 for Kuva. A 1-all for Archer and a 1-all for Colin B. Archer 1-all. Colin B 1-all. Ryan G 0-1. Okay, Ryan G 0-1. And I believe that I've got everybody that's playing at the moment. This game is coming from the Kosovo League Pace. It's coming from. Our next game, and this would be game number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our 8th game for today is coming. It's from a team called Bars versus Asia Gol Pishek. Bars versus Asia Gol Pishek. 2-0 for Colin B. A 1-0 for Alan. Colin B was first in. 2-0. Alan is 1-0. Eltel is 3-0. Drula is 3-0. Look at it, 3-0. Jess is 3-1. After Jess, I've got Graham and Scott, both on 2-0s. Carl is 3-0. Ronnie 4-0. Ryan 3-0. Kuva 5-1. And no Googling number 1 is not come back to me yet. Right, Googler number 2, because Googler number 1 is Ryan, but Ryan's already come in. Here he is. Here he is. It's a 4-0. And for those people that weren't aware, although you've all Googled it now, this game is coming from Kyrgyzstan. Never ever have we covered Kyrgyzstan in any of the times that we've done these predictions. So it's a first for us. Kyrgyzstan. The next game for you people, and it's game number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Game number 9 out of 13 for today is Koromokon versus Hunters. Koromokon versus Hunters. Colin B, 3-1. Jess, 1-4. Scott C, 2-2. Scott C, 2-2. Alan, 0-2. Kuva, 0-7. Drula, 1-2. Graham, 2-3. Carl, 1-4. Eltel, 0-6. Ryan, 1-6. Archer 05 and Ronnie 06. Carl says that the home team sounds like a transformer. This game, if you weren't aware, has come from the Mongolian League. Just so you make you aware, it's come from the Mongolian League. Game number 10 for people this week. Or for today, sorry. Game number 10 is HSC 21 versus Sport Lust. HSC 21 versus Sport Lust. Colin B, 1-1. Scott C, 1-3. Jess, 1-3. Alan, 1-2. Alan. Alan, 1-2. Drula, 1-4. Graham, 1-4. Sorry, that's like Carl is 1-4. Graham is 0-4. Graham. Archer, 1-3. Ryan, 1-3. Ronnie, 0-3. And Kuva, 0-5. God, that's no goals for the home teams, Kuva. And 12 goals for the away teams in the last two games that you've predicted. Big, big goals for Kuva. Big, big goals. Right, is that everybody? I think that's everybody that's here. Right, that game is coming from the Netherlands, from the Derivedi Divisie, which I think might be the equivalent to their third division. I might be wrong though. But that's where that game comes from. And game number 11 for you guys today is Sortland, not Scotland, Sortland versus Gamley Oslo. Sortland versus Gamley Oslo. We have 1-2 for LTL, 1-1 for Alan. We have a 2-1 for Colin B. We have a 2-2 for Scott. Scott says 2-2. You have a 0-2 for Graham. Right, who am I on now? I'm on Graham on 0-2. Drula 1-2. Jess 1-2. Archer's 1-2. Ryan is 0-2. 2-4 for Kuva. Shamtam, start here. 2-4 for, who did I say? Kuva. 1-2 for Archer. 2-3 for Ronnie. Ellie says, sorry, I missed you. Today's show, you're already on 9. Ellie, not a no worries at all. You'd have to put your scores in with the whatever your if you've got a membership, whatever your member name is, because it has to have the member symbol next to it. So whatever one you're using that's got your member, if you're still a member, then use that one to leave your scores. Anything that doesn't have a membership badge, I won't accept the scores. Shemtam, start here, mate. Carl gave me a score, didn't he? Carl said 1-3. Let me see a 1-3. Where's a 1-3? Come on. You had them a minute ago. Oh, so much eyes. Right, I think that's a 1-3. And that's what Carl's gone for. 1-3. Yeah, 1-3 for Carl. Shemtam has gone for a 2-1. Need to find Shemtam with 2-1. Where's Shem? Shem. Right, Shem, 2-1. Right, got ya. Right, for those that weren't aware, this is coming from the Norwegian 3rd division, this game. And your next game, your 12th game for today is GKS Dratsebi versus KKS Kalij. These are a mouthful, I tell you. I don't know how I found these, but they're all a mouthful. Yeah. So GKS Jastrazebi versus KKS Kalij. Please, people. A 1-2 for Alan. A 1-2 for Eltel. A 1-2 for Jess. A 1-2 for Shem. 2-1 for Colin B and a 2-1 for Drula. Who else have we got here? We got 1-2, 1-2. 2-2 for Graham. Got Graham's 2-2. A 0-3 for Scott. Scott? Where's Scott? Scott's there. Yes, Nita. Enjoy Spain. I did get your message, and I've done your 2-1 across the board. Enjoy your holiday with your family. 0-1 for Ronnie. Uh, 0-1 for Ronnie. A 1-2 for Carl. A 1-2 for Ryan. A 1-2 for Archer. As far as I'm aware, I am just missing Kuva. Paul G, where have you been, Paul? Paul, start here. Start here, Paul. We'll get yours in, Paul. You missed yesterday's show, but we'll do these ones for you. Start here, Paul. Mr. Paul G. Start here, mate. Paul G, 1-1. No worries, Cove. You only got 2 to put into your scores, and that's it. It's this one and one more. Right, that, people, is this game was coming to you from the Polish second division. Polish second division. Right. The last game for today. Paul, I was going to do one better. I was going to roll back for you, mate, if you wanted me to. Right, the last game today, for today's scores, is Ladia versus Oliveirense. Ladia versus Oliveirense. Scott C is coming in with a 1-1. All 26 in for Scott. A 0-0 for Alan. Alan, 0-0. Alan, you're all in. Drula says 2-0. Drula, you're done. You're all in at 2-0. Jess says 3-1. You'll find a 3-1. Where's a 3-1? Put in there. 3-1 with Jess. Jess, you're all in at 3-1. Colin B, you are all in at 3-1, sir. Carl is all in at 3-1. Drula is on 2-0. Yeah, Jess. 4-2 for Graham. Graham's all in at 4-2. Colin B, I said 3-1. Paul G, 2-0. Who have we got? Carl's at 3-1. Shem Cam, 2-1. Archer's 1-1. Archer 1-1. Ryan G, 2-1. Ryan G is all up to date with his 2-1. Right, has Ronnie given me a score? Ronnie's given me a score. Yes, he has. Ronnie's given me a 1-all. That puts Ronnie in and up to date. People saying cheers. Yep, don't forget to hit the like button. Cheers, Jose, and thanks as always. Like, member for 15 months. Graham, thank you for your continued support, sir. Ratdos Alan says, thank you, Jose. Hope you have a wonderful day, my friend. I will try. I will try. Your day is young. Ed M's just joined us, and he's coming with a 2-1. Ed M has just joined in and coming with 2-1. This was the last of the 13, but Ed, you're going to have to wait because I'm doing rollbacks. I will let you know when you're back into the show. Drew says, thank you, Jose. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and that goes for the chat too. Cheers, Drew. So I'm going to go back for Paul G first, and then I will call your names as and when you guys have to come in, all right? So it's Paul G only now, because I'm going to do yesterday's as well. So this is Paul G. Paul G. Wimbledon, AFC Wimbledon versus Port Vale, please, Paul. And when it's your turn to come in, guys, I will let you know. Right, Paul G, you keep cracking on. Crawley Walsall. So the first game was League One. This is League Two, Paul. And as for the rest of you, I will call in Kuva is back. I will call in Edem. I will call in Shemtam and let you know. FA Cup game, Paul. Ebbsfleet versus Solihull Moors. Next game is from Andorra. It's Esperanza versus Inter Escaldes. The next game is from Argentina. It's Barracas Central versus Boca Juniors. The next game is from Armenia, and it's Sadarpat versus Hake. The next game is from Austria. Wiener Victoria versus Donnerfeld Vienne. And then the next game is from Belarus, and it's Orsha versus Baranovici. The next game we go to Belgium, and it's Houtois versus RC Brand Noir. And then we go to Benin for ASVO versus AS Sober Map. And then we go to Bolivia in la Copa Pachena. It's between Real Oruro and Nacional Potosi. Daz, I'm just about, if you're not around, you're not around, but I'm just about to re-roll today's in a minute. We're just 2 away from doing it, so it's your call, mate. If you're not around, you're not around. But if you are, I'm just about to re-roll them in 2 games' time. Paul G, Haditsky versus Tosk Tezange. And this is coming from the Bosnia League, FBIH in Bosnia. I was going to say, Paul, you asked me to put you down for 2-1s. There's not many 2-1s you've predicted in this, is there? Oh, yeah. Put me down with the 2-1s. There's not many 2-1s at all that you've predicted there. God. I count 1-2-1 is all you've put in there. Just 1-2-1, and you told me to put you down for all for 2-1s. Shit. 1-1 for this one. And the last one for yesterday was Sozopol versus Asnovets. And this is coming from the Bulgarian Third Division's SE. A 1-0. Right. So, people, today's fixtures, right? So this is for, if they're still with us, it's for Kuva, Ed M, and Shemtam, and anybody else that's not done them today. The first game for today is Karlovac versus Chibalia. So again, this is for Kuva, Ed M, Shemtam, and Paul G. And anybody else that hasn't done them today, this is the first game for today. It's Karlovac versus Chibalia. Shemtam 2-1. Paul G 2-0. Is Ed M still with us? Ed M or Kuva or anybody else? Ed Kuva. Put me down for 3-0 on all the games. 3-0 it is. Ed M says 4-1. Daz, you want 3-0 across the board, yeah? That's been done for you, mate. So for the other three that are still playing, your second game today is Roskilde versus Brad Brand. Roskilde versus Brass Brand. Brad Brand, should I say. Two 0 for Edem. Edem says 2-0. Paul G says 3-0. And Shemtam says 2-1. Hello, Blaine. Good evening to you, sir. I hope you are well, my man. I hope you're well. I hope you're rested. I hope you're recovered. You had a good week this week at work, son. Today's Thursday. Make sure you take it easy tomorrow, my man. Make sure you take it easy tomorrow. Right, next game for you guys is Mardu versus Tabasalu. Yeah, Blaine, take it super easy tomorrow, mate. I know tomorrow's Friday and it leads into the weekend. But I hope you've done enough wheelie dealing this week and that you enjoy yourself, but don't go overboard, my man. Don't go overboard. Wrecked, but been a good week. Flying home around 11:30 tomorrow morning. Well, mate, I wish you a safe passage back home and have a really good weekend, my man. Yeah, and hopefully you've had a really good week. It's been fruitful for you. Ed M says 1-1 for this game. Shemtam says 3-1. 3-1 for Shem. Let me see if we'll find Shemtam on a 3-1 here. And Paul G says 2-0. That game, by the way, was coming from the Estonian B division. Your next game is Prosun Rainfeld versus Hyder SV. Prosun Rainfield versus Hyder SV, please. Shemtam, 1-2. Paul G, 0-2. Ed, 0-3. And this game is coming to you from Germany, the OS Holstein or the Holbein League. Your next game, people, is Giuliano versus Catania. So that's a 0-2 for Paul. A 0-1 for Ed M. And a 1-2 for Shemtam. That game, if you weren't aware, was coming from Italy, the Serie C, C division. Your next game. Sorry, 6-month member badge from Blaine. Thank you for the support for 6 months. Sorry, I only just saw it, but thank you, Blaine. The next game is Giravants Kitayushu versus Kagoshima United. Is that a 1-3 from? Yeah, it's a 1-3 from Paul. Shemtam. Stock 1-2 again. And what's my man Ed saying? 0-0. This game came from the J3 League in Japan. Your next game is Vajosa versus Istogu. Vajosa versus Istogu. Vajosa versus Istogu. And this is coming from the Liga Parase from Kosovo. Kosovan league game between Vajosa and Istogu. A 0-1 for Paul G. A 0-2 for Ed. A 0-3 for Shemtam. So we've gone up gradually. Right, there we go. 0-3 for Shemtam. Right, the next game for you guys is from Mongolia, and it's between Bars and Asia Gol Bishkek. Bars versus Asia Gol Bishkek. Bishkek. Shemtam 2-0. The other two got lost. Paul G and Ed M, and they got lost, have they? Because 3-1. Ed just found himself back into the room. 3-1 for Ed. Paul G. Is that a 1-0 for Paul G? Yes, it believes so. 1-0 for Paul G. Right. The next game is Coromocon versus the Hunters. Coromocon versus the Hunters. The last game was in Kyrgyzstan. This game is coming to you from Mongolia. Coromocon versus Hunters, please. What are your scores for Coromocon versus Hunters? Paul G says 2-0. Ed M says 0-6. And Shemtime says 2-1. Right. Your next game is coming from Holland, the third division, the Eredivisie Davy, and it's HC21 versus Sport Lust. HC21 versus Sport Lust, and that's coming from Netherlands, the Diverdi Divisie, which I think is the third division in Holland. I might be wrong, but I think it is. Shemtam 2-1. Shemtam, I've got all 26 of yours are in now, so you're in and tied up. Shemtam, you're done. It's just the other two gentlemen that have got to finish off now. But you're in, just Shemtam, you've caught up. Edem is 0-0-3 for this game. Paul 0-2. Right, then we have your next game is Sortland versus Gamle Oslo. And this is for Paul and for Ed. Ooh. Paul G goes 0-2 again. I think he has. Paul, you are done. You're in. I have all yours, Paul, for the week. And Ed has gone 2-all. Ed, let me find Ed. Ed's gone 2-all. Right, Ed, and your last game now, Ed, is... This is just for you, Ed. GKS Jastrazebi versus KKS Kalij. And this is just for Ed. And then after that, we are done, man. We have caught up everybody. Shemtam, you too, sir. I hope you have a really, really good weekend, a really good remainder of your week and weekend to you and your mum. And I will see you. If I'm not doing any shows, I'll definitely see you for the results show on Monday afternoon. But thank you very much, Shemtam, for popping in. Albeit late, you still popped in. Take care, my friend. Ed M's coming with a 1-2. Ed, you are done. Ed, you are done. That's it. Everybody is in as far as I'm aware. You save the spreadsheet because otherwise we'll lose everybody's scores. That is now saved. Right, people, thank you very much for watching today. We had Peter Kagayas, who's become a new YouTube member. We had Graham, who's been a member for 15 months with his super chats. And also Blaine, 6-month membership with his super chat. I thank you all. And even those that are members that haven't put a comment in there, I thank you all for being here. I wish you all the very best in the remainder of the week and the weekend to you all, whatever you choose to do. And if I don't see you over the weekend, then I shall see you for the results show on Monday. And as always, even though we're not playing today or this weekend, as we always finish is, come on, you Spurs. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Tell, Cockerel, he's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel, leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong? Every time I play along. El Tel Cockerel. The show is so chilled, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. El Tel Cockerel. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? El Tel Cockerel. The show is so chill, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. El Tel Cockerel.